This is Dameion again. For my first live, you'll know that I started my journey 19 years ago when I first found out I had a mental illness. So today I wanted to talk about people and where they probably should fit in your life. Now, when I speak about that, I was taught by a therapist, I believe, that there are three different groups of people, and only to see this, you will have to be like in a theater. There's certain people in your life that belong on stage with you. There's certain people in your life that belong in the front row in the audience. And there are some people way in the back and on the upper deck. The people who should be on stage with you are the ones that are riding with you no matter what. When things are going up, they're with you. When things are going down, they're with you. When things are in between, they're with you. Always there, you can count on them. Now, the people in the front row. The people in the front row are people who are also there for you. They look out for you. They share similar interests. They're really down for you, but for whatever reason, you're not quite as close. Maybe it's because y'all may have some interests that keep you apart sometimes, or maybe y'all don't agree on some things, but that's fine. They're still there for you. Then you have some people who are all the way in the back and on the upper deck. Now, these people admire you from afar. They like you, they admire you, they notice you, but for some reason, they choose to hang behind, which is fine. They may be a little intimidated. They may just not like the way you walk, talk, whatever the case may be. And hey, that's fine. But you know where to keep these people in the back. Now, when I say all of this, the people in your life are going to present you with different challenges. There are some people who are there for you. Then there are going to be some people who are very reckless and behave a certain kind of way that can wind up disturbing you. And you have to learn with these particular people. You have to learn to say, look, I respect what it is you do or what it is you say, but frankly, don't give a damn. Somebody might not like the way that you dress. Some people may not like the way that you speak. Some people may not like your purpose in life. Don't like what you do. Make fun of you because you have a mental illness or whatever the case may be. But you know what? Fine. I really don't give a damn. We have to learn, unfortunately, that what other people think of us, as far as not the very important people in your life. I'll get to that. But the people who are not so important in your life, you have to learn to just say, look, I really don't care what you think. I really don't care what you see, because it's a free country. You can say whatever you want. It really doesn't make much of a difference to me. You say what you want to say, got free speech, good for you. But just because you have free speech doesn't mean I have to care about what you're talking about. Because quite frankly, I don't. Now, when it comes to the more important people in your life, you may have boundaries tested. They may do things that piss you off. And, nobody's really living in your world or in your shoes. So they really don't know how to act all the time. And for that, I say, that's okay. That's fine. But you also have to look at these particular people, these important people in your life, and say, all right, you did something that upset me. And you may have to say, well, you know what? You did something that upset me. I really don't like it. But if you're the type of person that I could come to with a solution, we can have some type of solution, then that's fine. And these are the people that's on stage with you. If you can't come to a solution, then maybe you have to put these particular people in the front row. Or maybe you have to kick them to the back. Whatever the case may be. But when you're on a journey in life, you cannot allow silly people to throw you off track. I know I have a mission right now, and it really, a whole bunch of ridiculous stuff really just doesn't matter to me anymore. I know I have to look out for me, and I mean me. Sometimes you have to be selfish to be selfless. You have to look out for yourself, and if you don't, you can't really count on too many people to look out for you, because a lot of people will plug themselves into you like a vacuum cleaner, and they will suck you dry. And then when you're on your deathbed, whether it be physically or emotionally, they unplug and move on. So you have to look out for you. And these people that come to you with this foolishness, you have to learn how to dismiss that. I don't care who they are. Some people are just silly. Some people are just not too bright. Some people are selfish. Some people have their own agendas. You can't let that bother you. At the end of the day, you just can't let it bother you. I'm coming from a place where I'm very sensitive. I've been through a lot in my life. So sometimes when something goes wrong, I'm already ready to blame myself. Somebody does something stupid to me, I'm fully prepared to blame myself. And it's wrong, really, that because you have no business blaming yourself for what somebody else did. Unfortunately, in society, people have a right to be stupid. But that's not on you. That's on them. So keep pushing in your mission. Don't let people get in your way. Even the people that you love and care for the most, you cannot let them throw you off track. Because once you're off track, it's up to you and only you to get back on track, and that can be hard. And nobody can help you like you, so sometimes you just have to look out for yourself. And then for those people who deserve it, you can be selfless towards those people. You can give when you know that you'll be giving back in return, and I mean emotionally, not gift-wise. I really don't care about that too much. But I mean emotionally. You can share yourself emotionally. You're going to get it back because this person loves you. This person cares about you. But as far as anybody else, I wouldn't worry about it. I really wouldn't worry about it. I found that probably to be the toughest thing in my journey that I had to do was start, rearranging my friend base, bringing people on stage, throwing people off stage, having people move to the back. Was probably one of the toughest things I had to do because I felt like I had to please everybody. But you don't. You feel like you owe somebody something, and you don't. It's very freeing to know that also, that it's not up to other people to live your life. It's really up to you. I've come across all kinds of people in my journey. Like I said, 19 years. And I've had some no good therapists. I've had some no good psychiatrists. I've had some no good coworkers. I've had some no good family members, really. People I had to push to the side. But it was difficult. It really was difficult. Until I really realized that it was up to me to live my life and to do the things that I needed to do so that I could move forward. And that's where I'm at today. I have a wisdom coach who helps me work on myself, that I can make the necessary moves that I need to make, bring some things out, some good things out that I need to bring out, to have myself have a happier life. And the bad stuff that I can just throw out, that I can just throw in the trash can for real. Never let anybody really get to you. And one more thing, children. We all love our children. But as we all know, they have absolutely no clue as to how life is supposed to be. So again, with kids, we love them, we take care of them, but some things you just can't take personal. When they say little stupid stuff, you have to just take it and for what it's worth. Take it. I will just take it, catch it in the air, throw it in the trash can. Really don't care. Of course, when they say something to you that needs to be said, then you listen. But as far as the garbage is concerned, that's where it belongs, in the garbage. So listen, I'm not trying to be popular, but so much. I'm just trying to spread a message to people who have had some challenges in their lives. I just feel as though this is something that I should be doing. If it bothers you, like I said before, I don't care. This is just something I feel as though needs to be done. I think that if there were a lot more people out in the world that reached out like this, maybe my journey wouldn't have been so difficult. So I think it's just a calling for me to kind of put things out there so people can understand. I didn't read this in the textbook. It's not that I know somebody who's going through this journey. I am walking this journey. And I will be walking this journey until the day that I die. Please let me know what you think in the comments. If there are any other things that you would like to know, how my journey was, maybe something that somebody that's been in the journey for a long time like myself, you may want to see or want to hear from me. I would love to talk about those things. This is just a passion for me, just reaching out. Nothing spectacular, none of that. Just reaching out. So anybody who may not be that far into their journey and may want me to speak on something, be real, that's what I'm here to do. Just here to be real, just here to help out. That's just about it. For those who watched me, I really appreciate it. If there's anything you want to know, leave it in the comments for me. If there's anything that you may want to hear from me, somebody that's been walking it for 19 years, leave it in the comments. I'm more than willing to put it out there. I'm way past the point where this embarrasses me or I really care about what other people think when it comes to solely about my illness. If you want to make fun of me, have fun. Just know that you're wasting your breath because I don't care. If you want to spread it around the country, then hey, that's fine. But know that you're wasting your time with your little campaign because I don't care. To sum things up, I've been walking for 19 years. It's been a hard journey, but it's getting a lot easier. Thanks for watching me. Willing to talk about anything and everything. And everybody who watched, thank you. Everybody who will watch, thank you. And I will see you next Sunday on whatever I decide to speak about. Again, thanks everybody. Have a good evening.